we're back. We are now on our second video for today with the topic proportional segments. And let us now begin with the definition of proportional segments. When can we say that a proportion or a segment are proportional? Corresponding segments are proportional if the segments of one figure have the same ratio as the segments of the other. To deepen our understanding on this definition, let us have our figure or examples. In this case, we have here segment MO and segment XY. They were divided proportionally by points N and point W. So when do we say that these segments are proportional? It says from the definition that segments are proportional if the corresponding segments have the same ratio as the segment of the other. So with that, what do we mean by the word corresponding? So, para mas mapadali natin ang definition ng corresponding, let us look at segment MN or segment MO and XY. As you can notice, they were given a measurement. So, yung corresponding na segments ay kung alin yung pareho ng sukat. Not necessarily meaning pareho ng sukat. So, MN measures 2N. Let's say for example here. NO measures 2/3. XW measures 4 and WY measures 6. So, from these measurements, from the two segments MO and XY, which of these two have the smallest measurement? In MO, MN has the smallest measurement. In XY, the smallest measurement is XW. So we can say that MN and XW are corresponding because they are both the smaller measurement. Okay? Now, it says in the definition that the corresponding segments have the same ratio as the segment of the other figure. So with this, kunin naman natin yung isa, yung mas malaki, which is NO and WY. They are also corresponding because they are of the same, they are the bigger segments. So how can we prove that they are really proportional segments? So with this, let's give in their value. You have now MN is 2 and XW is 4 equals 3 over 6. Are they really proportional? Yes, because if you will check their cross product, it is 12 and 3 times 4 is also 12. Not 12 over 12, but their product is, both their cross multiplication product are both equal to 12. So therefore, segment MO and XY are proportional segments. Another way to do this is this. MN, as you all know, corresponds to XW. If their corresponding segments are proportional, meaning to say the whole segments are also proportional. So you have here MO is 2 XY. Let's substitute their value. MN is 2 and you'll have over 4. MO is 5 because 2 plus 3, 5 and XY is 10. If you will get their cross product must be equal so that they can be considered proportional segments. 2 times 10 is 20 and 4 times 5 is also 20. So this also proves that segment MO and segment XY are proportional segments. Another proportional segments that we can form. We can have segment MO corresponds to the segment WY equals what? MO rather is 2XY. If you begin with the segments on the left, the other segment should begin with the segments on the left figure as well. Okay, substitute their values. NO is 3 and X and WY is 6. MO is 5 over 10. Check their cross product whether they will be equal. If they will be equal, then that proves that segment MO and segment XY are proportional segments. Okay? I hope this is clear, so we can move on with the next example. We have here segments AC and PQ are divided proportionally by points B and R respectively. If AB is 10, BC is 10, and RQ is 8, find PR. In order for you to solve this problem, you need to construct the figure first. So it says here that we have AC divided proportionally by point B and PQ divided proportionally by R. It says here that AB is 5 and BC is 10. RQ is 8, rather this one is 8, and we have to find the length of PR. Since we do not know the length of PR, let me represent it as X. Since we know how to represent proportional segments now, we can say that AB is to PR equals BC is to RQ. Okay? Now let's substitute the given. AB is 5 over PR, which is, we represented it as X, equals BC 10 over 8. We'll now cross multiply. 10 times X is 10X equals 5 times 8, 40. Divide both sides by 10. X equals 4. Now, if you will replace 4 in X, excuse me, you'll find that their cross product are equal. And at the same time, if you will reduce 10 over 8, it is also equal to 5 over 4. And remember that when we say proportion, it is the equalities of two ratio. 5/4 equals 5 over 4. Therefore, this one are really proportional segments. And the value of X and the answer to the problem, which is PR, is equal to 4 units. Okay, another example for proportional segments is that we have this. The sum of two numbers and their ratio is 2:3. Okay? In this case, we will let X be the common factor. So, the first number would be 2x and the second number is 3x. It says here the sum of two numbers is 30 and the ratio is 2:3. That's why if you will multiply this by a common factor which serve as your x and add them together, it will give you 30. So the equation will look like this now. 2x plus 3x is equal to 30. 2x times 3x is 5x equals 30. Divide both sides by 5, x becomes 6. Now that we have x is equals to 6, the first number which is represented by 2x is 2 times 3. So therefore, the first number is 6. And the second number is 2 times 6 rather, I'm sorry. So this is 12. And 3 times 6 is 18. These are your two numbers. Let's check if this is equal to 30 because if you will add them, it says here the sum of two numbers is 30. So if you will add them, this is equal to 30. So the two numbers are 12 and 18. Okay? Very easy. I know you can do this on your own whenever you have to do your tasks. Okay. Last example for proportional segments. It says here, a segment which is 150 centimeters long is divided into 3 parts in the ratio of 2:3:5. How long is each part? Okay. Let us represent x again as the common factor. Now that we have x as the common factor, the first part or the smaller part, smallest rather, is sec 2x. Medium part is 3x, and the largest or longest part is 5x. Why it became 2x, 3x, 5x? Because it has a ratio of 2:3:5. Now the segment is 150 centimeters long. So with this, we can have 2x plus 3x plus 5x is equals to 150. 2x plus 3x plus 5x is 10x equals 150. Divide both sides by 10. X is equal to 15. Now that we have x as our common factor, which is equals to 15, so 2 times 15 is equals to 30. 3 times 15 is equals to 45. And 5 times 15 equals 75. Now, if you will add all of this, it must be equal to 150. 5 plus 5, 10, carry 1, 3 plus 4, 7 plus 7, 14 plus 1, 15. So, how long is each part? Each part is 30 centimeters, 45 centimeters, and 175 centimeters long. That is the answer to the question in our problem. I hope you find this lesson easy and you'll be able to do your task later. And I hope to see you on our next video, and that is all about the basic proportionality theorem. See you and goodbye.